Right, so we've got to do each one of these in the middle. And then we've got to let it down, and then we've got to put the transom on.
You're not going to get on afterwards, mate.
Well, you can, because you can pull the sides away a bit. It's up to you, we can give it a go, but I think once you've done it and we put it in, if it gets stuck on the sides, we're not going to be able to get it fully in. As far as I know, there's actually no one doing this on YouTube, you know, fitting it. So I'm thinking I can always add the glue by pulling the things apart. Yeah, see?
Yeah, we're not right to the bottom though, mate.
But all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, but you won't be able to get the bottom.
Now we're doing the other side. Pull them apart if you want to, just to make sure you don't. I'm sure we can get it in, two of us, yeah? And then you just glue the edges of this as well. It's all tacky almost already, Andrew. Okay, so next job is deflate, and we've got a strap going ready to go around to put pressure on when we re-inflate. It's all nerve-wracking, isn't it? He don't care, it's not his boat. So that's the second coat going on. Ready to put the transom in. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I haven't put any substance down the sides because I can still get to them. So I'm just touching it. Typical. It says you've got 3/4 of battery, then it goes. Anyway, so we've got them in as best we can. Squeeze it all together. You can see. And now what we're going to do is re-inflate it and then put the straps on. Right. Whew. Panic. So I think we might have to lift, see if we can move the transom up a little bit. What do you think? And now we're just ratcheting it in.
What?
I think so. No, well.
Not a pinch it.
No. Oh well, welcome to the world of unknowing, because I don't bloody know. Does that look slightly twisted to you?
No, it's right.
Just in case for information for anybody else, at the bottom there's a slight lip, so it bevels, so the shape of the. Is that fitting all right? Yeah, it is. That's all right, yeah. So I'll be gluing all this. Any glue left?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Well, so far so good. We can't move it now, it's stuck in there, and we've glued them together. We can't put any more pressure on that because I think it'll go slightly twist. So we're just going to leave that for now, let that settle. And if you look at the bottom, this will stretch a bit. Look at that. It's actually perfect where it was before. So, and then these at the sides, they tally up. So, but what I am going to do, I've ordered extra, because there's a little split at the bottom of this one I saw, and one this side. So what I've got another piece of this material, which I got from rib. I'll tell you what they are at the end. What's it called, Jane? What, Andrew? Oh, hold on, 1 second. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another piece of this, which is wider, underneath here. I'm going to sand all this down. We'll flip the boat over, so it'll have an extra layer, and then I've got extra black ones, which I'm going to put a strip down here. I'll make sure this bloody thing doesn't leak again, and probably another piece over the top. But that's my idea. Okay, so we're going to carry on gluing this morning, and I've had having a bit of some ideas going on. So I got up this morning, had an epiphany again. Keep having these epiphanies. So I've got to pull this fabric back. So if you look, it doesn't line up. Okay, so I'm going to give a big shout out to a gentleman who subscribes to my channel, and his name is Donald. Hi Donald, thank you very much for all your help and support. It's helped a hell of a lot, and a few questions I've asked him, he's always come back, and he's always given me some lovely compliments, and well, not compliments but comments on my channel. So thank you very much, Donald. Big shout out to you, mate. And what I'm going to do here, so if you look, I'm a pair of mold grips, I'm going to push them against that, and as I squeeze, if you see, hey, so I'm going to put that in place. And also what I decided to do was cut, because I've got the mold, not a mold, but residue left over of wood for the transom, so I've cut 2 of these, and they're going to go like that, and I'm going to use G-clamps, 1 each side. That'll be number 1, that'll be number 2 each side. I can only do one side at a time because I've only got enough G-clamp to do that, and I'm not going to fork out another 30 quid for long reach G-clamps. I can do one side at a time, which is absolutely fine. So we'll be doing that today. I will bring you along with me if you're interested, because there are some great videos on YouTube about these transoms. I'm not saying that mine's any good, I'm not saying anything, but they don't seem to tell you a procedure to follow, and I have no idea if I'm doing this right or wrong. So I'm doing it off the cuff. Hopefully I'm going to get this right by the end of the day. So we glued this in, and this is absolutely, it's not going anywhere. This transom is absolutely fixed in there. We have noticed there was a bit of gap before, but we've noticed this as well. So all I'm going to do with this is, because the transom's in now, once you put it in, it just sticks. But at the bottom, this is absolutely flush with the bottom of this rubber, so it's perfect. So when that goes back on, this is going to fit beautifully, and the same the other side. So I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do with this, if I have to, is I'll buy some like a, not a filler, I'm not going to use filler, I'll use like a what do they call it, like a let me think, Saltafix, you know, it's like a, it's well, you can buy a marine Saltafix adhesive, and we're going to put it in there, and then I'm going to smooth it like that, and that stops any ingress of water in here, which will, if it does, if you get a bit of a splashback, going in here, going down, and then dampening the wood again. So we'll do both sides with that. Not too much, it's only about, it's about ½ an inch. And that's where we're up to so far. So I'll keep you posted. Right, so to put the clamps on, sorry I didn't film it, it's quite straightforward. I just got them to line up properly. I was in a bit of a rush for the glue, so I'm mixing my next lot, and I'm going to do the bottom, all this along here. And I tell you what, I did it and I was panicking about the glue, but I said once you let it go off, once it sticks, it bloody sticks. So if everybody's worrying about glue, saying, oh, will it stay? Yes, it will. I pulled the transom base, the floor, tight, and as soon as it touched the glue, that was it, done. It's almost lined up perfect on the hole. There we go. So I'm just mixing this next batch, and that'll be, and then we'll do the inside. I think panic over for now. I'm going to put 2 more layers anyway, because I've got 2 little tiny slits, like I said, underneath. So, and that's going to be easy. I'll say that. Right. Slide it in your ear. I'm not doing right in the corner, I'm going up to here because I've got to put the clamps, and I haven't got the clamps free at the moment. In this heat, it's drying it quite quick, so I shouldn't be doing it in direct sunlight. Anyway, I'll get a shadow over it. I'll bring it back when it's ready to fix. So as they say, there's a little still a bit there. If it doesn't stick to you, we're about ready. So not far off. Right, okay. Now here I've got a bit of a discrepancy, and I think it's because I've stretched the material when we were trying to get it off. squeeze from the bottom. Air bubbles. See the way it glues? Jesus Christ, this stuff's good. Whew. This bit here, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to have to and I might snip that because I'm putting another piece over the top. See, I've got a piece there. There's a very, very slight, look at this. So I might have to just snip that, and I'm going to put another piece over the top. Get rid of the bubbles. The contraption I'm using, I've cut two like boomerangs out on each side. Big C clamp, going almost round to the bottom. G clamp at the top. I've done this side, and that's in good and proper. This is extra, so I'm going to put two more pieces. A strip down here, like I said, a strip down that side, and a new piece all the way. So this piece will go underneath all the way across. So from there all the way to that side. And we should be watertight because there is two little splits underneath here that I've noticed. Probably caught it on the bottom, maybe when I took it off, or maybe it's been like that, and that's when some of the some of the wood rotted. So this side, I got to admit the fabric does stretch a little bit. See, look, I've got a few little creases, but I'll get them out. But it seems to, well, it's going to stretch, isn't it? So that's what it looks like. There we go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next saga when I'm putting the pieces on and then putting all the metalwork and extra bits back on again.